Good morning. I hope you are having a beautiful start to your day. We are talking about weight loss plateaus. Perhaps you've been in one before. Perhaps you are going through one right now. You know how frustrating they can be. No matter how hard you try, you're getting stuck. Well, what I want to do today is I want to talk to you about weight loss plateaus and what to expect when you get in one, as well as how to help you break out. It is possible. My name is Tanessa Shears. I'm a weight loss coach for women. I teach you guys the tools, tips, and strategies to help you reach your natural and healthy weight, feel absolutely confident in your body, and look amazing. So let's talk weight loss plateaus. And the reason I'm filming a video about this now is because this has been a topic that's actually come up 3 times this week. And I feel when things come up like that a couple times in a row with different clients, I feel like it's kind of a sign that this is something that needs to be talked about. And we are hitting mid-February right now, which means we are approximately 6 weeks after New Year's. And if you started your weight loss journey at the new year, perhaps you're getting a little frustrated now because it's slowing down or you're not seeing results the same speed. So let's get talking about this. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is what is a plateau and how do you know if you're in it? So if you were successfully seeing weight loss or changes in your body, you don't have to be talking about weight loss. If your goal, is to grow your shoulder muscles. Let's just say for plateau, you apply it to your own weight loss goal. So the definition of what a plateau is when you are seeing results over a period of time, and let's just stick with the weight loss example. So say you're seeing 1, 2, 3 pounds a week, consistent weight drop, and then all of a sudden they start turning into half-pound weight drops per week, and then a quarter, and then maybe you go up a pound and back down, and up a pound and back down. You're basically leveling off the rate of return you're getting for what you feel like your effort is you're putting in. Does that make sense? So weight loss plateau, despite all the effort you're putting in, you just don't see the results. And those can be so frustrating, and you lose motivation quickly. So I want to teach you some strategies to put in place so that you don't end up kicking your whole plan to the curb and starting again in a couple months or a couple Mondays from now. So I want to talk to you a little bit about why it happens and why I feel it happens with some clients in weight loss and strength and all different scenarios. So for example, if we're talking about our ability to lose weight, your body's job is to keep you safe and to keep you healthy. Your body does not care how you look in a bikini. Your body does not care how you look in a nice pair of skinny jeans. Your body does not care. You know what cares? It's your mind up here. Your body's job is responsible for making sure that you are healthy and safe. Okay? So I want you to think our bodies have evolved over time, but our brain has evolved faster. So our brain is able to think things like, I want to look good in a bathing suit. However, your body is still way back in caveman days. So back then, what used to happen was, your clan, your tribe, would make a large kill, for example. So say they brought home a bunch of food, a bunch of fish, whatever the clan was eating at that time. The body's job was to store as much of that energy in body fat as it could. And then the goal was, if you went a couple weeks without being able to, catch fish or hunt an animal or whatever they were eating at the time, it's okay because there was excess, you had excess body fat stored on you. So that was totally okay. And it had places to go to grab the body fat, and we weren't worried about starving. So fast forward to today's culture, you can open the fridge at any time. There's food there all the time. So our brain hasn't caught up, our body hasn't caught up with the fact that we know that there is no shortage of food. We're not going to open the fridge one day and be like, oh my gosh, 2 more weeks till I eat again. What? It's not going to happen like that. So what we end up doing, in effect, is our body, when we start depriving ourselves of food, it thinks, okay, hold on, we got to be safe here. So it stops letting go of body fat as easily. And what needs to happen is your body needs to learn that it is safe and it is okay, and you are doing this on purpose. So I like to think of telling my body, if I ever hit a plateau, you know what? Thanks for keeping me safe. I'm going to be patient with you. I am going to keep up with exactly what I'm doing, and you're teaching your body essentially that it's okay, you're doing this on purpose, don't freak out. So you need to give your body a chance to adjust to that lower level of body fat. If you've ever heard of set point theory, it's that your body weight tends to fluctuate around what your body determines as a set point. So if your set point is 150 pounds, you'll notice you'll likely go up and down a couple pounds around that, but you'll hold. So your body is needing to readjust what the new set point is. So that's why a plateau happens. So I'm going to give you an example of a client that I had come in this week, and she was on about a 4 or 5 week plateau of doing the up half a pound, down half a pound, up 2 pounds, up down a pound, like doing this. And she was getting really frustrated, and that's rightfully so. It is easy to get frustrated when you're not seeing consistent results and you feel like you're working so hard. And you know, the question you need to ask yourself is, am I willing to be consistent even if I don't see results? And so here's the secret. A plateau can happen when you start losing weight. It can happen 6 weeks after you start losing weight. It can happen 6 months after you start losing weight. Every body is different. So you have to ask yourself, am I willing to be consistent when or if I hit a plateau, no matter what? Am I willing to continue this no matter what? And that's the question you have to ask yourself, because if you're not willing to be patient with yourself, you will fail. So one of the tricks I like to do is at the beginning of your transformation journey, I like to ask, what do you picture this journey is going to be like for you? What do you picture this weight loss experience over the next 3, 6, 12 months? What does it look like for you? Do you meet obstacles? Do you hit plateaus? So sometimes knowing that those things are likely coming makes it a lot easier to anticipate them when they show up. Does that make sense? So anyways, this client was up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, not seeing results. And I was saying, you need to be patient. Your body is freaking out right now. It wants to make sure you know what you're doing. And 4 to 5 weeks, I think it was actually at the 5-week mark, our weigh-in was a 5-pound drop. And this just speaks to how much the body was like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? So at that point, she had her 5-pound weight drop, and everything is continuing as normal now. And so I want you to understand that plateaus are normal. They are likely to happen on your weight loss journey, and you have to be patient. So here are 2 of the strategies that I put into place when my clients hit weight loss plateaus. And number 1 is I always like to say, you need to be willing to put up with 0 weight loss in order for this to work. If you are not willing to do that, you will likely gain back the weight you've lost or give up entirely. So patience is very important. Number 2, I often find what can happen with, if you're trying to lose weight, what can happen is, the first week you're like, okay, whatever, it was just an odd week. Maybe I had something to drink. Maybe I didn't go to the washroom before my weigh-in. Second week, you start to become discouraged. Third week, you can get really discouraged. And what starts to happen is you start to make little slips that you might not entirely be aware of. So here's an example. Maybe you're helping yourself to an extra portion for dinner because your brain is thinking, well, I haven't lost weight anyways in the last 3 weeks, so sneaking in this little bit won't make a difference. Or, perhaps you are a little more relaxed with what you're eating after dinner. And all of these little shifts in accumulation will freeze your progress. And you have to be able to stay focused, because I know when it's really discouraging and you're not losing weight and you're pulling your hair out, it gets really easy to fall into apathy. And apathy is that feeling of, it doesn't matter, this isn't going to make a difference anyways, and I'm going to have that extra glass of wine because I'm frustrated with my results. It's really easy to fall into apathy. So what I encourage clients to start doing is, if I sense that they're moving into apathy and they're beginning to let down their guard and become a little less strict with their meal planning and their food intake, what I'll have them do is either complete a photo food diary or write down everything they eat. And I'm not encouraging, use of things like MyFitnessPal and calorie tracking and stuff like that, because I'm not a fan of calorie tracking. But the act of taking a photo of your meal, everything you eat, and writing it down brings the awareness back to what you are consuming. And that is when you can start to watch your thoughts around food, as well as identify, oh, this wasn't in my plan. I didn't even realize all this stuff was sneaking through the cracks. So being able to monitor your food intake in combination with patience and the willingness to go through a plateau without relenting on your plan is what is going to make such success for you with this. So this is what we've been talking about this week. I've had 3 big conversations about plateaus, and it is something that is very likely going to happen on your journey. So it's about being aware of what it is, why it's caused, and what we can do as we move through a plateau. A plateau is not a red light. It's all about working through it. So I hope that you have a beautiful, beautiful day. If you have questions about weight loss plateaus or you feeling stuck, feel free to leave us a comment below and we will get chatting about this week, because my job is to help you move through the challenges so that you can get on your way to a healthy, happy you. I will be talking to you guys throughout the week. Take care.